Hey, what's good? What's good? Good family. Hey, what's up, man? Good afternoon, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like my dog Aza said, man, go ahead. Let's hit that like button, man, on the way in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know we'll be on later on tonight. As I always ask y'all to hit that like button because that help us get it out in the algorithm. I appreciate y'all. Um, Today, man, I just want to just vibe just a little bit, man. And just get people to think. Hey, it was good. I just want people to think, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just like overall everything that's going on. Are we creating a better tomorrow collectively, or are we, basically misleading and misdirecting our kids, far as in the sports world and outside of the sports world? And the reason I ask that is because when you look at it, right, it looks like society is raising the kids. It looks like parents are continuing to head in the same direction that people was heading in my generation, right? And they teaching the kid the same thing. My whole thing is we need to start back establishing individualism in this regard, having your own personality, being who you are, right? Not doing what society tells you to do, but just literally establishing yourself as an individual person. Because when you look, there are so many people. When you look, right, everything is a fad. Celebrations are the same, right? Um, Challenges. Everybody does the challenges. Everybody is going the same way when it comes to the high school, right? Even though time has changed for NILs, right? There's a lot of kids that can be making money, and we choose not to, take that route. We choose the same route that everybody else does, right? And nobody is willing, not many people are willing to stand out to say, look, man, I scored this touchdown. I'm going to celebrate different. This is what I created. They do everything that everybody else does. Everybody, people are playing the same type of music, coming out to the same type of everything. So establishing individualism not only will help these young men, right, get NIL deals, it'll establish them separately from everybody else to help them get NIL deals. Sometimes when you do what everybody else does, they are better at it. But when you do what you do, you know what I'm saying? You become the best at it because you created the rules. And that's what I want people to start understanding. And, like individualism, right? Confidence. And I think a lot of this, kind of segue and play into a part where that's why a lot of these folks ain't playing games. It can only be a winner or a loser. So you get folks as a coach unwilling to play games because they're afraid of losing. That means that if they lose, they can't be like a Coach Mark. They can't consider themselves to be like a Coach Batman, right? So instead of playing games that they know that they could possibly lose, they will go and beat up on the younger individuals, the lesser, the 80-20s, the 70-30s type of game. They will play those, but they won't play the ones where they are 50-50 or 55-45. And I'm saying I started off like that because it's a correlation. When people are doing things, they want to mimic others, right? But then they know if they play versus the 50-50 games, chances are, right? They're going to possibly lose, and then they can't associate themselves with the individuals that they've been following the whole time. So I just wanted to point out that last night we end up making a game. I want to say it probably took about 15 minutes to get made, right? And it basically it rung a bell in my head. It was like, okay, this game was made fairly easy because you had two coaches that wasn't afraid of one losing, two playing versus top teams, and three they wanted to establish their dominance to show that I am the better team, right, in comparison to the other ones, right? The coach said, win, lose, or draw, we're going to play the best smoke. That's what he said. In these cases where I mentioned a coach last night, it's like, bro, yes, do I think y'all good? Yes, I believe that y'all are good. But are you willing to prove it? Or you just want to keep saying how good you are? And that's where that's where the point we are at, where coaches are willing to laugh at somebody else who lost to a team that they're unwilling to play themselves, right? And they would rather talk about your loss, but they don't want to play you. So when it comes to that situation, it basically messes up everything because now you just got coaches who are following each other blindly, and most of them folks are unwilling to play games. That's how we can get a a Bugatti not playing YFN, or a outlaw not playing YFN, or another team not playing right games. I just heard that Guinea Elite is not playing versus the Cavalry, right? Why? Because people are afraid to lose. Because losing means that I cannot put myself in the shoes of the people that I'm mimicking, and in return, it's killing the hell out of the sport. So, I wanted to come on to definitely talk about that because it just establishes, like, if a team want to play, if both teams want to play, one will play. But people rather say what they'll do as opposed to showing it. So, um, what he said, Cincinnati Cardinals, Hot Boy 6U, war ready. Hey, man, they got a great game coming up. And I'm surprised that all of these good games are being established, are being played, for the ones who have already been, playing some tough teams. And we could say that about the Cincinnati Cardinals. They have been playing tough teams. And we can't say, that about most people. And a lot of folks they asked last night, why you always talk about 11? Well, 11 don't move, bro. There are too many games that hasn't been established or played yet. So yeah, we're gonna keep talking about teams that's refusing to play versus each other. We're gonna keep talking about that. You see what I'm saying? That's why when they talk about, oh, well, why you talk about Voodoo, bro? Voodoo is a team that plays everybody. They're the standard. You gotta keep mentioning them. You have to. That's just like ESPN. They never stop mentioning LeBron James. They never stop mentioning him. But you gotta mention the team who actually earn and deserve to be mentioned, and who are establishing dominance, right? Who are putting themselves in position to be one of the greatest teams ever assembled, right? One of the greatest to be played under a specific coach. Now we already know the ones who are under that umbrella: the Sean Moffitts, the Coach Marks. We got the Coach Batmans, right? We got the Coach Reggies. You feel what I'm saying? We got all of these. We got people that established themselves, but none of them can say what they did, what Voodoo did. Meaning that if they win this, that'll be 6 national championships in a row with one team. Coach Mark done it 7. This will be 7 if he win it, right? But he did it 6 times, 2 different times with 2 different teams. But this will be one age group after age group that he played with specific kids. So, bro, you gotta sit there and talk about that type of stuff. And folks want to see them lose so bad that they already established with me. They said, Ken, if SED lose to an older team, man, you tripping. You can't take them. You can't take them out of the number 2 spot. They saw that. They saw that Clayton did it. Nobody said nothing. When I said it, a lot of people was basically giving me a bunch of flack. But when Clayton did it, nobody said anything. And then the other thing about it is it's different. SED has not played as many games, right? National games, ranked teams as Voodoo. That's number one. Voodoo beat SED. That's number 2. And Voodoo sometimes travel. They play some of the top tier teams after preseason. So they are traveling unlike SED. So there were some of the things that we talked about that actually made me say SED got to move. It cannot be all reward, low risk. Now, if they're playing versus specific teams or whatever, outside, yeah, I'll probably say, yeah, man, stay at the number 2. But I've done it versus DMVU. I've done it versus I said SED, and I said, okay, we could do this with Voodoo. But now after we look at it, who the hell could you put in front of Voodoo? You can't put YFN because they have not done enough. You cannot put Brick City because they're not the right age. You cannot put Bugatti in there. They ain't doing nothing right now. If a team not traveling to them, they're not going to play that team. They also have not played versus YFN. Then we could say the same about the Outlaws. You can't put them number 1 because they haven't did enough either. You can't put them at the number 1. So when you look at it, where the hell are you going to place them? But people are so happy to see Voodoo lose that they will go against the very thing that they argued against initially when I said it. So they were those very people that saying that Voodoo should be at number 2 or number 3 or wherever, right? Those very people were the same ones that told me that SED could not move for playing an older team. But why, if you felt like that initially, why are you feeling like that now? Why are you saying, oh, Voodoo need to be moved? Voodoo is this. That's what hate look like. That's what hate look like. You're for one, but then you're against the other. That's what hate look like. When people always talk about, man, you hating and you this, when you got an opinion about something, right? That's the definition, and that's what hate look like. When y'all want a team to basically that beat everybody down there to be moved after arguing that a different team that's not better, that lost to Voodoo, should be moved. Y'all should have kept the same energy. Nah, Voodoo stay number 1. They're playing an older team, right? Oh, that they got to play older teams as well. But the difference is Voodoo is still going back. They're diving back into their age group and they're playing the top teams. Nobody else is doing that. They're playing older teams, but they're also looking to play their age group. SED is not looking to do that. He says, Twine says, he said, even though I don't think they should drop, but Clay set the standard, seemed like when dropping SED for the same reason. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was getting ready like me, right? Because I'm the one that initially stated that. I said that. People gave me flack about it. And then when he did it, they was okay. They was accepting of it, right? Now, the problem is this. SED is creating a standard that will hurt the actual sport. How would it hurt? How would it hurt the sport? Let's say next season I play a team, right? that I know I'm gonna beat, but they're ranked. I play a team, I beat that team. Now you're gonna get, remember, I start everything I'm talking about is basically grouping each other. It's basically showing you how it ties. Now, right? I played a team in the beginning. I beat a couple teams. I get ranked. Let's say I get ranked in the top 5. Now, being that it's a copycat world, right? What are folks going to do? What are folks going to do? They're going to play that game and then they're going to try to play up in the league. And then they're going to say, well, even though I lost, I still should be ranked. I still should be ranked 5 because I lost to this team, or I lost to this, or you know what I'm saying? The team that I lost to was older. They were a year older. I did this and I did that. You see the pattern that it's going to create. It's going to create a lot of folks not playing or being willing to play in their own age group because losing to an older team won't punish them. So with them playing that game, it basically it basically opens up a Pandora's box that does not need to be open. You got Brick City. No, not Brick City. You have what team? You have SED that's playing up mainly because they got to. But where they get punished is because they're not trying to play teams that are in their age group. So you're not playing none of them teams. You're playing just a 12U, and you're basically saying that, okay, me playing a 12U, if I lose, I still shouldn't get punished, right? That shouldn't be the case. You still should be trying to play some of these top teams. Y'all play Brick City, right? That was a great start. But after that, y'all should have continued to play top tier games. Like my dog Yoshi said, bro, if we talking about if we're not counting preseason, then Voodoo should drop because Bugatti is undefeated, right? But Bugatti ain't playing teams willingly. They're not doing that. So you can't just put them up there at all. You feel what I'm saying? So um let me see. Let me see what y'all saying in there. It says top shot of 6U played the most comp in the age group from preseason to now, man. Shout out to y'all for sure. Chevy FMF, he says, we duck no one. What's your team, bro? Ball head, my dog was good. Hey, bro, I need you to get back on the matchmakers, man. You know, them folks need you, bro. He says, when, not if. Hey, shout out to Amy. He says, let's be honest, even at number 2, Voodoo's still the favorite to win it all. I mean, I gotta win it. When I first started, being that they have Mr. Everywhere, you know, I had YFN as a strong candidate. I'm not gonna lie, I still stand by that. Only thing that really pissed me off by YFN was they came out super late, bro. They wasn't planning none of these tournaments. But I agree. Coach said that they wasn't ready. So I'm going to, get I'm going to basically allow that to stand because they're being honest. You got to go with honesty because then otherwise people will still lie. So the fact that they said they wasn't ready, I can agree with that. I commend that. You know what I'm saying? What he says the difference is SED isn't playing national games. 11U exactly, Ty, and that's the biggest thing. Yoshi said in the past, it was never an issue when people played older teams. He says it became an issue when people started playing brick and they wanted to make an example. Bro, stop lying, bro. You lying. That's not when it became a issue. It's always been an issue. And if you wanna give yourself credit, then you got to accept this. When them folks said that y'all are establishing yourself as an older as age group that y'all are not, then they got an issue because you want the title. Okay, so we got to go with that. But that is not. It hasn't been an issue. AYF have been talking about this since the beginning of time. They're saying that look, we hung with an older, we hung against an older team. AYF have been saying that for the longest, bro. They said this last year and the year prior. So it's not been established since y'all, bro. They play the game because they want to measure how they are or where they are. So they end up playing, versus these teams, and they want to see. Like, damn, that's how North Philly Blackhawks end up going to YNC. I remember seeing them. I remember. I got the game. I think they played versus at the time it was the Globetrotters, a team out of Louisiana, play versus them. But they knew and felt like, okay, damn, I know we A1, but we've been beating these teams that's in the YNC. I should go play. That's what made them play. So, like they gotta basically test themselves out. But Antoine says Clay doing what they want to do. He said SED lost to Brick and didn't drop. Okay, he said, but got dropped when they lost to 12U, not making sense. Hey, that's a good point. That's a good point. But like I'm just saying, bruh. I appreciate you, Yoshi, so I can respect what you're saying. For sure. But that's why I tell y'all, bro. And y'all know that I've been consistent with what I say. That's why I don't play politics. Like right way said. I can't play the politics because when you play politics, it always makes you out of a liar. It will always make you out of a liar. So now that they're saying, okay, you lost, now what do you do to Voodoo? You got to put Voodoo at what? At the number 2 and then drop SED. You listen, the only team that you could put in front of Voodoo really is nobody, but you damn SED. Because I was gonna say SED, but then I gotta go back to the fact that they haven't played anybody in a while. But I can if I'm going to put anybody ahead of Voodoo, it's only SED. But then SED is in that situation, where they're not really playing the top tier teams either. You know what I'm saying? And then they're also playing 12U. So they're the most similar to Voodoo. So if we put anybody at the number 1, it has to be SED. But here's the problem. You got to put somebody in front that will be risk possibly playing other like not just sitting on the ranking. You got to put somebody in front that's not just going to try to be sitting on the ranking. Oh, well, yeah, I know Voodoo probably going to stay number 2 and I'll be number 1 and I ain't playing nobody after that. It can't be that team. It cannot. What's up, bro? But it just cannot be that team. You can hear?
Yo,
Yeah, what's the word?
I'm tuned in, man. I just tuned in. What's the word with it? I'm gonna let you
Nothing,
keep
man.
cooking.
I'm just talking about bro, who should be in ahead of Voodoo after that loss, man. And then
Nobody, bro. Let's stop being silly. Everybody, let's stop being silly, bro.
I'm
Nobody
trying to
should
help
be in
create
front
the
of
scenario.
Voodoo, man. Why is people trying to be silly this morning, man?
Now I'm just trying to create the scenario to let them know, like, bro, I'm not just being biased. Whatever our rankings is, I'm just letting them know, bro, let's put this together. Let's talk about it together. So we know that, listen, it ain't nothing biased. That's why I'm asking the people, like, bro, what do y'all see? What is the situation that y'all see that can actually transpire? Because
Hey,
like
you
I
should
say,
open the phone line up.
oh damn, you're right. I
Open and
should open.
let the people to say what they feel. And I do got something for you though too.
Okay.
that I let you get off yesterday that I was like, Ken and P ain't sounding the same to me right now, man. So when Coach B No Dollar, B No, Coach Bino said, well, yeah, we ain't traveling. We ain't traveling. Yeah, we in Texas. We travel 4 hours to Houston. I ain't hear y'all get them boys the same flack y'all give my Florida boys now.
Hey, bro.
I
Hey,
ain't hear it. I
that
just
was.
say here. I don't know.
Hey, listen, man. You had some folks trying to iron out some stuff, bro, and
I
I
get
didn't
it. I
want to
get
jump
it.
in that. I didn't want to jump in that. You know what I'm saying? But also a lot of stuff I was tuning into on the side. So I wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really catch all that stuff. But we know, bro, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, I know you was gonna eventually get to it because I
Yeah,
was like,
you
oh man, I
I
this
get
right
to
up
it.
Ken Alley, a dude talking about betting on the game and he ain't traveling and all. I said, oh yeah, this right up his alley.
Hey, you know the one thing that I learned this year?
What up?
You gotta let people talk. Because
Most definitely.
if you let them think that you're only like if you let them think that or persuade their opinion, bro, they're never you really fully give you the full outlook on how they see things. You gotta let people talk. Because if you don't, they're going to start being political with what they're saying, and they're not going to tell you the full story. So that's why I was like, man,
Yeah.
I just didn't say much.
I think we got a lot of good stuff solved yesterday, and I think that November 2nd. I know we gonna talk on the back end, but we definitely got to get with AK boys, ABA or Rare Breed. I think we can make that a nice little card for that game. So um, Parlay Mike, shout out to the Bounty Boy, said nobody should be ahead of Voodoo, but if you have a system and a scale in place, you have to abide by it if you ain't political or biased. I agree with that.
Yeah. And that's why I say though, when you look at it, I've been saying I'm not advancing YFN because they haven't played. I've been saying I'm not advancing um what's the team? I'm not advancing Bugatti because they don't play YFN. I can't advance uh Outlaws because they not playing YFN, right? So if that's a system in play, who the hell else we gonna put in front of Voodoo? So that's a situation, right, where you're in a dilemma, and then you have to make this decision that makes the most sense. You see what I'm saying? So if everything that um within your system, right, of scaling rankings, if everything conflict versus each other, right, and you got to it's almost like a tiebreaker, and you got to make a decision. What makes the best? Uh, what makes the most sense? And
I
that's
don't
where
have it nowhere in the world that they dropping on anybody's rankings. I know you and Fanatic spoke about it, so I'll just speak about it for our rankings, which are coming out, um, possibly today or tomorrow. So just stay locked for that. But it just don't make sense to drop them, bro. They didn't smacked up damn near everybody in 11U. And then
I
when they play,
know, but
and if
then
it's like, say if you like what you said, Ken, and I agree with this, everything just can't be um reward when you play up and play 12 U's or just play up in general. I get that. They lost to a 12U team, but who behind Voodoo can we rightfully say, hey, this person deserves one?
and that's the thing. Like you
YFN
can't
don't have a
rest.
resume. Bugatti not active. Bugatti ain't even playing YFN. YFN didn't call Bugatti out so many times, it don't make sense. SED, no. Like, I don't know,
So
bro.
that's where we at. So that's why I say, man, like let's figure this out together. If we can do that, did we, you know what I'm saying? Because like I told people, man, a lot of the stuff that we do, bro, is not set in stone. If people can come up with a legit reason, y'all know we willing to change it. Y'all know that we are for the majority, but at the same time, we have to really make things make sense other than the fact that we don't like, or some of the people that don't like voodoo, right? Okay. Like even coach from North Philly Blackhawks, when he was like, man, after we beat voodoo, I still think they should be number one. And I was like, nah, hell nah. Yeah, y'all beat them. No, 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 no. Y'all shouldn't be number one. But then after really considering it, who can we put there?
Nah,
You see what I'm saying?
no. If North Philly would have won that game, Voodoo would have had to drop. Man, I'm sorry.
And that's what like Aza, Aza is a fair guy, but he says we can't feed into that. Voodoo have beat almost the whole top 10.
Yeah,
So what do we do after that then? That's what
yeah.
I'm trying to get to. Y'all helping us come up with, scenarios or situations. You know what I'm saying? Because like even
Hmm.
Yoshi, he say, man, they should go to number 2. But then who should be number 1? Then he says the team that's undefeated, which is in the regular season, which is Bugatti, YFN, the Outlaws. So then I
Hmm.
say, but they won't play versus each other. Like they refuse to play versus YFN. YFN hasn't done enough yet to be considered the number 1 team.
Okay. Deontay Smith says only team that beats Voodoo can hold on. Only team that beats Voodoo can go in front of them. If not, they stay at one.
And that's the thing. You see what I'm saying?
I can't give you that though.
No, listen to what
Uh
he said. Only team that beats Voodoo can go in front of them. If not, stay at number 1. The team that beat them was a 12U team. So you can't put them at the number 1.
I mean, I got other reasons why I'm leaving Voodoo where they at anyway, but it just is what it is. We got to. I read that one from Coach Mike. Um, Hammond says, "You Smith, man, y'all stop tagging me, fam. We gave y'all a date a month ago for the third time. Tell y'all coaches keep it real with y'all parents. I'm not trying to play in national sports chat nationals. Why? Huh?
You say what?
I
Hey,
don't know.
listen.
Who?
If
What
we did
team?
a
What team
national
is he
sport,
from?
this is Outlaw.
Oh, Orlando Outlaw. They just that. Well, you know what that is. They ain't playing nobody, so they salty about that because people talk about them not playing nobody. So you know that's all. That's gonna always be something
Nah, he's
until they.
basically saying that, like, yeah, he's saying like he's not playing at our nationals, which we don't have one.
Yeah, that's what
Um,
I'm saying. It was a he basically saying why would he even worry about what we saying when he trying to go somewhere else? And that's fine. Like ain't nobody saying we just talking about what's out there and what your
right,
body of
right.
work is.
And
You ain't
I want
played
to ask
nobody,
Coach.
so it's
I want
cool.
to ask Coach Heyman something. How could okay? So the mantra, right, is the best plays here, right? That's the whole. How could you know who is the best if the so-called best teams never play versus each other? We know for sure the teams that Voodoo can beat. We don't know for sure the teams that y'all can beat because y'all not playing the game. Y'all tie versus PvP, right? So all we're saying is you guys have not done enough to really to be moved up to be in place of a Voodoo, to be to take over that number 1 spot. It
Can't
ain't no knock, bro. I think
we
I
actually like the Outlaws?
yeah,
That's
we
the
love,
code
we love like the Outlaws. Folks
word.
know that. But
Yeah.
but it be that slick stuff like that, bro.
Yeah,
And people talk like that. Oh, we not playing at National Sports Chat National, bro. Like, listen, I'm not throwing no shots. I'm saying what is the obvious. Them folk want to play y'all, and y'all saying about when y'all try to play them, which is the silliest argument. And they're telling you, okay, we're willing to play now. Okay, we're better. We feel like we found our identity, and y'all don't want to play. Because if y'all
man,
did, man, I would call Ferrari Fred, and I'll get the game made. All you
man,
gotta do is play it.
the hell with teams traveling anymore, right? At this point of the season, it don't even seem like Orlando even moving around in Florida. Like I don't know outside of PvP, had they played another national game in Florida,
Mm.
they had they seen about Bugatti. I obviously know for YFN. You said they tied with PvP. I guess West Side Wildcats is out. Like, what exactly like who have they even played this year? That's my core. Like, I want to see their schedule at this point. But it is what it is.
Hmm. But
The
nah,
boy
bro,
said,
I
"F
don't be
that, put walk
it's,
down game at number one. We got the next most national wins."
cause to be honest, bro, you damn
Oh
near could
man.
put walk down right back in front of them.
Nah, you can't put him
No,
at
you
one. You could
can.
put him
They
in front of
beat them.
Orlando.
Listen, bro, they beat them head up. What are you talking about?
No, I'm saying you can't put them. You can't put walk down at one.
No, you can't put. I'm talking about in front of Orlando.
Orlando. Oh yeah, for sure. They are in front of Orlando to me.
Nah, they haven't lost, but they still got to play. They still
I
got to
gotta
play.
put walk down in front of Orlando, bro.
Hey, come on, Bobby. You know we ain't putting no damn walk down at number one, bruh. You know
You
that.
can't. You can't put walk down in front of Orlando, Ken.
No, 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 no. He said,
No, I'm asking you. Like, do you think walk down is if you like just your singular rank? We ain't got to talk about the ones that's about to drop, but would you put walk down in front of Orlando?
bro, I gotta see who they play, bro. I will have to. You know what I'm saying? Cause head up, they did beat them, and they have way more body of work, far as resume wise. Um, their
Oh,
strength of schedule is much tougher
you
than
gotta put walk down
Orlando.
in front of them.
Yeah, nah, I listen, man. Walk down. I don't even want to. Matter of fact, walk down do better when you tell them they number 26. You know what I'm saying? They play with a chip on their shoulder.
Oh
It seems
man,
like the minute they get are about to crack that top five, bro, they take a loss. Like, bro, how the hell y'all just lose that game? But hey, man, the lines is open. Lines are open. If
Coach
y'all want to call in,
Trevon.
hold on. Let me
Coach Trevon said something. He said, "Just stop opening Pandora's box. It doesn't matter if you play and you lose. You got to drop." And like Voodoo said, beat everyone in the preseason, this regular season. Um,
it
but he
still
said,
makes
but I
it.
don't think they should drop because nobody should stop playing older teams. Laid back, C Rock said, "I understand if YFN didn't play a lot of game, but it's not helping that other teams dunking them as well, Ken." That's a good point. Um, that's a good point, but it's some teams that ain't ducking them, no, C Rock.
Hey, hold on. Hey, send that link to Coach Mike.
Coach Mike. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bounty Boys. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. But nah, that's what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. Folks, I think it's the scariest thing to just not want to play somebody because you're currently in a great space. Now, let's look at Coach Trevon. He know he didn't have to play that damn walk down game. He didn't have to play that game, but instead he played it. So do you punish somebody like that?
You punish them for losing a national game, yes, but um, it's just accounted for. Like it's just accounted for. I don't think it should.
Yo,
completely mess up his whole year.
coach,
We can't hear him if he
you don't hear
talking,
him?
Ken. Uh-uh.
Hey, coach, hang up and try to call back. Are we sending you the hold on. Yeah, matter of fact, hang up and call
I
back.
sent Coach Mike the link too, so
All right, Coach
that's him.
Mike, you got the link, bro.
Bellboy said, walk down outside. We got Wildcats on the first.
Westside Wildcats, a team that you got to try to pull teeth to get them folks to play.
Said how a team dropping a 11U rank and losing to a 12U team. Don't make no sense.
Nah, but I'm saying, far as with it doesn't make sense if they're still playing their own.
Coach Ryan says, walk down gang is top six for sure. They should be above Bessemer and the Outlaws
Coach,
and Mac.
what the hell going on? I can't even hear. Yo, man, hold on, bro. Let me redo it. Go
Who is
ahead.
that calling?
I don't know.
Okay, okay. I'm about to say if we know who it is, I can just
Hold
send
on.
them
Give
the
me a
link.
second, bro.
Yeah, yeah. But it is what it is. Like I said, I think I subscribe to what Ken says about it can't just be all reward, no risk when you play up. But Voodoo is in a different situation because they have literally damn near spanked the whole 11U age range. All right. So them losing to a 12U team by a touchdown. Oh, okay. Now what? I said this yesterday. I don't care if they go out there and lose to that 12U team 30 times in a row. They still have knocked the snot out of 70% of that 11U.
Hey, you
And the
hearing?
only people, no, I don't.
Yeah.
The only ones I would give a look to, being real, is I would give a look if YFN had more of a resume and they started their season a little bit earlier. I could see somebody considering that. I could see somebody considering Bugatti if they had more of a resume than what they had at this point. And likewise with SCD or whatever. But as to this date, they don't have a resume. And Voodoo already beat SCD and they beat Bugatti. So I I don't know, bro. I just feel like people are trying to, I guess, throw chinks that, like y'all famously say all the time, like try to find some chinks in their armor, bro. Like, stop it, bro. Y'all know Voodoo the same guys that come in 36 piece, 32 piece, 30 piece, 50 piece. They the same guys. That's them.
Damn, bro. Let me see.
Um Laidback C Rock says, words from Clayton, you should have never took the game rules and applied to everybody that is not preseason. Coach Devon says Voodoo, Bugatti, MGR, SCD, Walk Down Gang, Outlaw, South. Whoa, whoa. Hey, Bill, what is wrong with you? You
All
got
right,
the
try
Saw,
it now. Try to call now.
you got the Saw Boys at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bill, come on, man. And you got y'all over
He
Mac.
said
Like, man,
Voodoo.
stop.
He said Voodoo, Bugatti, MGR, SED, Walk Down, Outlaws, Sawboy. And he says Mac and Dan Bessemer. Bro, where the fuck did the Bessemer come in at? Like, I'm trying to
I
figure
be
this
so
out,
lost.
bro.
That's why I think he laughing. I'm like, bro, I be so lost on this Bessemer stuff, bro. I don't know what's going on with Bessemer, man. Cause it's crazy because Bessemer, other coaches from Bessemer will tell you, have told y'all, we don't know what the hell our 11 you doing. Like I could go back to a show on here and like clip it for tonight and play when a Bessemer coach said, "I don't know what the hell R11 doing." So how they keep ending up, where they at on the rankings for 11U is hey, it's amazing to me.
Hey man, try to call in one more time, man. You know, give it one more shot. If not, oh okay. He said, "Now I know you was joking, bro. It had to be a joke."
This is I want to ask this though. Kevin Brewster asked, said something that I wanted to get your opinion on. DMVU Ferrari boys is better than Saw boys and Bessemer. Do you agree?
You
I'm
said
not even gonna say
DMVU
count Bessemer.
Ferrari.
Just say is Ferrari boys better than Saw boys?
We don't know. We don't know.
Who has put together the most
Who has more
impressive body of
impressive than
work?
DMVU? They have them more impressive. But far as who wins, we don't know. Cause both of them, they be on some other stuff, bro, when it comes to coaching. Now, on the A game, I think if they both on the A game, I think DMVU Ferrari wins that game. Like I think that. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, when they play versus who was it?
Legacy.
Walk down game,
Hmm.
bro. They can actually pass the ball.
Yeah.
So where does DMVU specialize? Passing the ball, right?
Hmm.
So I think that DMVU Ferrari wins that game. Now I could be wrong, obviously, but still, But hey, Coach
Trevon
Trevon out a
said
little
we
early.
gon' he said we gonna beat Legacy. That will answer your question. That won't answer the question because we don't do the triangle theory. But two, you told me you was gonna beat Walk Down Gang, coach. So maybe you just need to tell me y'all gonna lose to Legacy, and I'll be like, all right, yeah, I'm going with Sawboys. I'm going with Sawboys. Because last time you told me y'all was gonna win, coach. Come on, man.
Hey
You
man,
know,
yesterday somebody said, "Man, why?" This last night. Why you always talking about 11U then, bro? Like Fanatic said, man. It's always because there are so many games, bro, that needs to be played. Big games that just never transpire. That just never happen.
we
So
gotta
so
see
it
them too.
forces us like damn, bro. We still ducking. It's 2000. Well, damn. New 2025 is the age of ducking, but damn, like we still not playing games. See, this is when people want to play games. If they lose and they need a team to get back into to get back in the mentions, then that's when they gonna sit there and try to say, man, we tried to play this team, but bro, they ducking. Damn, bro, did you forget that they tried to play y'all first? And then because you wanted to hold a ranking and you didn't want to risk losing it, so therefore you didn't want to get him a damn game. So now the tables turn and you trying to pressure them to play a game that you was never gonna play had y'all continue to win out. That's why I say, bro, if you set a schedule and stick to that schedule, like, bro, everybody will be all right. And then not just that, if you as good as you claim to be as a coach and as a team, why playing these games even matter? You should know that you're gonna take care of business. But a lot of folks know that they ain't as good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Parlay Mike, man, why the hell you ain't clicked the link yet, bro?
And that's why I be
He
saying,
sent
bro,
it to you.
like the way the structure is set up for, like you said, teams not gonna play a team until it's like, damn, we need that number. We need that number so we can get where we need to go. So it allows some teams that will show up in the preseason, go to an event. Let's say they win a game. Sometimes they might not even win the game, right?
Yeah.
They they will sit on those rankings, and it sets precedent that we don't got to do the we done already went preseason.
Hey, Michael, where you send it at? You send it to his IG or his Facebook?
I sent it to the G
He say he sent it to the
Parlay
IG.
Mike page.
He said he don't see it. I think he probably checking this.
Send it again. Hold on. Tell him I send it to the team page too.
Yeah, he sent it to the team. But nah, bro, that's what it is. But I just think in this time, man, it's not one of those moments where you like, you know what? I did enough. I'm gonna sit back. Nah, y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all been sitting back the whole time. Just because now you mention that you're gonna sit back doesn't mean that now this is the time that you took off. No, bro, you've been taking off. A lot of these folks, these teams have been taking off, right? And I gotta commend the Bounty Boys. Bounty Boys, them folks, they took an L. They didn't beat So Icy. Them folks didn't beat RDE. And for those who want to not give them credit, y'all see how RDE, they played against who is it? Rare Breed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that they should have been able to win that game, but it was terrible play calling. And that just honestly, I know a lot of folks. Nah, man, you tripping. Our team, nah, bro. If them focus on they game plan, luckily that defense held their own. Luckily. Because we already know Rare Breed is a rare team for sure. But like that's one team that's built to RDE is a team that's built to really beat a team like that. That's
Javon says, I just think personally y'all should drop every team who ain't played a game against the top team since preseason, all ages, but number one, especially if you got 3 to 4 ranked teams in your state.
Man, hold on. You gonna have to clip that. You gonna probably have to clip that one. I like
I
that.
think Coach Mike just popped in. Coach,
Okay.
What's going on? Hey, whoever made that statement, I agree with that because
Yeah. I like that.
because here in Florida, I know they say Florida don't travel well and all this stuff, whatever, but it's a lot of ducking going on in Florida. Be a lot of ducking, and then after the ducking goes
y'all
on,
travel well though.
Hold on, Mike. Go ahead. Go
but
ahead, Coach.
after all the ducking is over with, this what I don't like. People duck all year. Oh, you come to me. Oh no, you come to me. You come to me. Then we in Florida Elite, where there's multiple ranked teams in our division alone. I'm talking about 10U. And arguably, we can make an argument that Florida Elite probably one of the toughest, like rec league or like leagues in the country. Because in each age group, you got 2 to 3 nationally ranked teams in it. So, like in my case, we probably gonna have to play West Orlando Jags, Osceola, who ranked number 10, and Dog Pound just to win our state title. So it's playoff times now. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Ain't no point in me going to national if I can't win my state, if I can't win my region. So I don't got time for a number team, a number 12, 14 team want to pop in. Oh, give me open dates. I really don't have none because I got to go playoff. I got to go first round, second round, third round.
As a mirror coach kind of clipped out.
You probably got a call. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. I definitely agree. Let me see. Coach Juice said what? What'd you say, Coach?
You
He said
know,
nobody never
bid
said.
in.
You
Now,
said
now you
Philly.
now you looking to be at large bid like NCAA tournament. You scraping, searching. And me personally, I don't really like that. But football is football.
Can you hear us, coach?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, he probably got a call.
Yeah, he got a call for sure.
Come
But
out, come back in, coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna read Coach Jew. He says nobody never said you said Philly was cheating. He said all I'm stating is you speaking on false narratives about Philly. He said that's my opinion, just like you got yours. He says it wasn't emotional at all. Man, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. Just like you've told me things, I've came on here to say it. Who was to say that it wasn't false then? I'm just basically speaking on what them folks asked me to speak on. I'm gonna always get somebody else's opinion, but I'm not going to just speak for you and then not let them speak or speak for them. Y'all know that's how I do it, bro. I say what's being said, just like yesterday, which end up helping us make a game. I say what was said, and then the other people basically they let it be known whether or not it's accurate or not. But I'm not going to, silence nobody before they feel.
Right.
So it ain't got nothing to do with false narratives and nothing like that. He said facts on all ages. Hey, did you clip that up?
Coach, yeah, Coach Mike is back now.
Hey, all right. What you saying, Coach Mike?
Nah, I just saying that it's a lot of ducking going on in Florida, and really like really a couple age groups. And my
You know,
thing,
no, all. Don't say a couple, all.
yeah,
And if
okay.
and if you say a couple, I'm gonna ask you which age groups.
I would say I only really follow like two age groups kind of closely because they're kind of closer to me. I'm gonna say 10U, 11U, maybe a little 9. I can't really speak on the other age groups because they are kind of out there fading for what I've seen. But like I'm gonna use 11U. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's some West
It's-
Side guys that I know. Some of them came from Duval Jags. They been and if it's a lie, they told it to me. So I'm just going by what they told to me. They say they're gonna reach out to Orlando Outlaws. They're gonna reach out to who else? Bugatti, I think, and the other team that's right in Florida for a fade, and they ducking them. Like, oh, why we need to play y'all? Y'all nobodies. If a team is asking you for a fade and they're gonna come fade you because they feel like they got the opportunity to beat you, give them that right. And I'm talking about West Side.
Mm,
My dog,
mm.
a coach told me that he's reached out to these nationally ranked 11U teams in the state of Florida. That's an hour and a half away, 3 hours away, 4 hours away, and he told me that they won't give him a fade.
All right. So is it in particular a team that they gave you? Because it
He
sounds
just
like
he just named him.
no,
He
I
said
didn't hear him. I'm sorry.
Orlando Outlaws.
Orlando.
It was called Bugatti Lakes, and what the other one called? YFN or I'm talking about YFN? Yeah, whatever they call.
So
Basically, okay,
YFN don't want to play them neither?
I, all the teams that are ranked in Florida
Damn.
I ain't want to give them a fade. And this is West Side. They the outside looking in. They the defending UIFL champs. And he told me in via text message again. If it's a lie, he told it to me. I don't know if a team can come with their receipts or their proof. I'm just going by what he told me in the group chat, in the text message, that these people won't give him a fade.
Damn.
Ferrari Fred, man. You can't listen. You can't come on here and then tell them folk that Bugatti is not playing you. Orlando Outlaw ain't playing you. And then you got some folk that literally trying to give y'all some work and then y'all not playing them. It just don't work that way.
They
But
said
I'm gonna
West
be
Side capping.
Hey,
he said he capping.
hey,
We gonna
I
have to
don't
get
know.
West Side on here. Cause what if they not? What if they say no? We want to play. In fact, let's set a date. What y'all gonna say then?
I think that's good rec before you get to nationals if you think you that good. That I'm just and that's for any 11 out there. I just think that, West Side Wildcats, coach C Rock. But one thing I did want to know, say that y'all, as far as Duval go, and I know we talking about some Florida matchups. One that has came across was Duval, the 9U was saying they was trying to play exit one, Florida City. Has anything else came about that? Because I
No,
know
I
nothing has came.
no. I think they're trying to work to the playoffs. See, like I was saying, I don't know if y'all heard me that
Yeah,
Florida
yeah,
League,
yeah.
Florida League is one of the toughest. leagues in the country. Pound, you
Mm-hmm.
can really, you can argue that because at each age division you have at least 2 to 3 teams that are nationally ranked from YNC standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, at every age from 6 all the way up to 13, 14. Um, I think he was trying to play them, and it was like, oh, we'll send him in the playoffs or whatever. So it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think my dog Float, he was trying to get with him, Jimmy Hoffa, but they wanna, I guess, wait till, and I guess 2 or 3 weeks from now, the playoff time, for the fade. Cause
Oh
I'm not even
Lord.
gonna lie, we wanted to play Lakes earlier, and then they kept, whatever. They couldn't
Mm-hmm.
come up with nothing. Then now at this point, it's like, okay, we play you in 3 weeks anyway, so it ain't no more running.
Yeah.
You just how we gonna beat y'all.
No, for sure. Um, Fanatic had came in. He has entered the chat. He said Westside definitely called out YFN and they ignored it. Damn. Damn, Westside. That's crazy to me. I mean, I know you said y'all playoffs starting in a couple weeks, coach. So have they gave y'all a breakdown of the bracket yet or who y'all playing first? Or that's still in the process of getting made?
Okay, so Florida Elite, they do it like that. They kind of do it like the NFL. So you have the AFC East, West, North, South, and same
Okay.
thing. Then you have NFC East, West, North, South. So then they take the top teams. It's almost like how the NFL playoff schedule is.
Mm-hmm.
So you just play. Then you meet the AFC champ because we're in the NFC. Us and Lakes is in the NFC. So we have to beat one another to make it to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And West Orlando Jags, Woj, and Osceola, they're in the AFC. So one of them gonna
Okay.
have to beat each other to get to the Super Bowl, and then we'll, clash. So, but I know last year because we got to play our divisional.
Uh-huh.
Once we play the divisional round, which probably will be against either Orlando Outlaws or Atlanta Stingrays. Once we
Mm-hmm.
play the divisional, then we got to go to the conference. The conference is going to be against Lakes. That'll be the second round of the playoffs. We got to play them.
Yeah.
Then once we
S-
beat them, we'll play the Tampa team for the in the NFC Championship.
Okay. Now you mentioned Woj again. Have they been kind of progressing a little bit during the season? I know y'all went down there and played them and handled that, but how has the progression been for them during the season? Have you
I,
been seeing them
I,
get some
I,
more
I,
notable wins?
I've been watching them play. They've been winning, but I can't really say notable because I uh if you follow the Florida Elite, and
Hmm.
I said this to that guy one time in a different chat that it's like they put all, and people can agree to this, who was in Florida Elite. It's like they put all the powerhouse teams and the organizations on one side,
Hmm.
and then you have to, then it's like the everything else is on the other side. So um West Orlando Jags, Woj, they've been winning, but they've been playing some lose. If you just wanna, I mean, well, they beat
Yeah.
Tampa Jags. I'm not gonna take that away from them. They kind of they clocked Tampa Jags, but outside of that, it's been kind of low. So, but they looking good though. They gelling, they doing their thing. Hopefully we'll get to see them again,
Hmm.
and we can shake, rattle, and roll.
Nah, that's
Anything that
cool.
concerns y'all, have
I
you
mean,
seen?
talking about in Florida Elite.
Yes. No, from Woj.
No, not at all. Once we get there and they make it there, it's I'm trying to have a repeat of what it was last year. A clock.
So put a running clock on 'em.
Yes, we got to get past Lakes. We got to get past every. First, we got to get past divisional opponent. I'm not gonna look past them because that's the first mistake that I made at YNC preseason. I looked past Houston and we was just preparing for Red Breed. We like that's all we did, and I never made that mistake again because a lot of people won't let me live. A lot of people won't let us live that loss down. And we made a mistake by looking past Houston because we looked at the film a couple of times, and we're like, okay, yeah, well, let's focus on Rare. So everything was focused on beating Rare, game planning for Rare, and we came out off the boat. I mean, off the vans, kind of just unprepared, and they caught us slipping. The first game, like it was like that was like our second game. We had like a little warm up game in the city. That was our second game, and we got popped at YNC preseason against Houston. So I'm never gonna do that again. I'm not gonna look past my opponent. But once we handle business, dog pound, then moving forward.
So this is the first time y'all gonna see Dog Pound this year.
Yes, yes, sir, for sure.
Shoosh. You didn't think y'all needed to get a look at him in the preseason or early on in the season?
We no, we've got eyes on them several times. We don't got eyes on them.
Mhm.
You know, I like, I like what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to be honest, just be quite honest. We're not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried at all. Um,
You
about
not
Dog
worried
Pound?
about that D lineman?
Man, that hey, the thing about it is Dog Pound is known for their defense, and y'all known for that bull. Y'all running back. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
McQueen. So you don't think that they'll be able to prepare for him?
yeah. I mean, they should. I mean, yeah, I think they do. And they're known for their defense. You know what I'm saying? We have a set of trenches on us too. So it's gonna be a nice little shake, rattle, and roll. It's gonna come down to execution. I feel like and I just feel like we since preseason we don't bumped a little bit more than them. I feel like they've been playing some lose, and when you play lose, yeah, you got your confidence going, but that adversity, and you ain't hit that adversity in a while. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the whole playbook, everything working in the playbook. So, but when you hit that adversity, and when you hitting teams that's hitting you in the mouth, that thing kind of shrank because it's like every play matters now.
Right. Now I just saying something I want to kind of deviate towards.
Go ahead.
Fanatic said Westside definitely called out YFN. And then Coach Bond said Westside not even Florida Elite. Does it matter? Does it matter if they in Florida Elite or not? They wanted to play a game.
And and they August 1st.
Oh wow. So at 8-1.
They 8-1.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Strategically, like these folks, if it ain't and I've been saying it's a 80-20% that they'll win. If it ain't a 70-30 or a 60-40, them folks ain't playing, bro. Folks, and that's why I said,
Who?
just in general, bro,
Oh, just in general.
people,
I was about to say.
like just in general, coaches, it's like I'll play anybody, but then it's they don't mention that it's the except I'll play anybody except this team. You know what I'm saying? Because teams be wanting to play. But then they say, oh, I ain't gonna play you, but then they'll play a team that's not better than the team you just declined.
Yeah.
That's the part where I don't understand. You say, man, listen, bro, who is they? Bro, them fools, they gotta play this team to play this team. But then the team that you played that week, you just 40 ball. And you knew they wasn't better than that team. Why are you making a team that you know is better than the team you getting ready to play? Why are you making them work harder than them to play a game versus you? That's the part I don't understand. We need a little bit more Coach Lightning out here with them. That folk,
you you
Coach,
know
Coach,
what,
ain't-
bro?
what's up?
I understand it, but I don't agree with it. And this is what I say. Like, let's say, because Ben one, he rock with us. So let's say YFN, because I agree with what he said. Why he said why YFN will duck West Side but want to play Bugatti in West Orlando? Let's say that, right? I agree that YFN isn't afraid of West Side Wildcats, right? I just think sometimes it come to a drop your nuts competition type thing, which I don't agree with, but I'm just saying that's what I think it is sometimes. Is I think YFN is not scared of West Side, but I just think sometimes in this youth football thing, from what I've seen this year, a lot of dudes just be dropping their nuts. Like, man, nah, we ain't playing them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
I,
I don't
I,
agree with it. And that may not be the case, but I
I,
don't know. It just
I,
seemed like that to me.
Go ahead, Coach.
I agree with you, but let me tell you what I for me being in this world too. Also, it's almost like a pick and choose thing. Because if I go play Orlando Outlaws, if I go play Bugatti and I lose, you know what the optics are going to say? Well, you lost to the number 5 team, you lost to the number 3 team, or you lost to the number 2 team. It's okay. You're not going to drop that far, or whatever. But if you come out here and you play a number 10 team, or a number 12 team, or a number 15 ranked team, or an unranked opponent, and you get beat, now it's like oh my lord, are they really that good? Or like,
And it,
do they deserve to be ranked that high? Because they just got
yeah,
knocked off. So now in their mental capacity, they rather just not play the unranked team or the underdog, so they won't lose, and just go play somebody who they lose to. Oh, it's okay. They get a
mhm,
moral victory. They get a pat on the back. Oh, it's okay. You lost, but you lost in the close game to the number 2 team. So it's like, do you want the moral victory if you lost, or do you want the, oh hell no, y'all lost, y'all sorry, y'all coaching bad against the unranked
yeah.
team?
Cause coach, I ain't gonna lie. If that Woj game didn't happen with y'all, I kind of would have said the same thing. Cause I remember you in July or June when you came on, and it was, man, fuck that nigga. We ain't playing them fucker. We gonna see what we see. Fuck, woo, woo, woo. And it's like, damn, coach, why you dropping your nuts on Josh like that, man? Why y'all just came? But y'all played, so all of that's null and void. But that's why I say, see, like sometimes it can get tricky because it's like I don't think YFN ducking no West Side Wildcats. I do think that'd be a
Now,
good game,
here's
but it's
where it
just
becomes
I
a
don't
problem.
like when people just be dropping their nuts on other teams and other individuals like that. Like,
Nah,
come
nah,
on,
nah.
man.
This is where it becomes a problem. When you say if it's a team out there willing to play y'all, right? And then you go out there and say, man, nobody want to play us. But then you got this team out there waving like, bro, we trying to get a game with y'all. What's up? And then you steady saying like, bro, it's like the student raising his hand and the damn teacher is just looking at everybody but that damn student. If they want to play, allow them to play. But and then if you don't want to play them, don't go out there and say nobody wants to play us when that's not true.
Yeah, because that's cap. And if it's just, if it's well, because I'm seeing what Ernest King said, and I don't know if he's saying this directly, but if it's a team saying, well, hey, we don't want to play them because we like, bro, they trash or whatever, and y'all trying to get ready for playoffs. Well, get ready for playoffs. Go beat their head in. You know what I'm saying? Like, go work on some shit. Go to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Pull out new wrinkles in the offense that you're gonna want to pull out when the playoffs and different things like that. Go do that. Go get the rep. Go get the reps in. It's nothing wrong with getting reps in.
Hey,
But if they're a formidable opponent and now you're not playing them, that's a whole nother
yeah,
different
and that's
conversation.
that's when it quite like that's when it happens often. You know what I'm saying? Like folks, they'll just go with the league game that they got. Oh, we just play the league game. Like, bro, you afraid to risk losing. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of folks been doing. And let me belt boy, see, this is why I always say when somebody say something, Coach Juice, this is why I always come out and say it. Cause he basically just said YFN lost their OC, so it could make sense. He said why they don't want to play. And then Ben One came out and says, what are you talking about? Right? And then he just laughed with the hand emoji. This is why I say stuff out loud. I want to kill narratives if there's one to be created. Now, some folks may be looking at that and feeling like, oh, damn, they lost their OC. But this how rumors get started. So when I came out and said what I said, I wasn't in agreement or any of that. I just was specifically stating what was stated. So got an issue with that. I don't know what to say, my guy. He says, you keep saying once y'all beat the Lakes, he says, man, y'all not beating Dog Pound this year, Coach Mike.
Man, I mean, okay. I mean, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. You know what I'm saying? We'll come back and visit that. In a couple. Well, middle of November, like second first week of November, second week of November.
Yeah, we gonna have to keep our eyes locked on that. And Bounty Boys, y'all do a great job with sending us games and stuff like that, letting us know when stuff getting played. So just let us know when that's happening, because we definitely want
Hey,
to make
hey,
sure
hey,
we
hey!
we
I
we
tell
talk
you
about
what.
that.
I tell you what, Ernest, Mr. Ernest. We went to YNC and we played without our center. Okay, at the biggest granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl, as some call it, YNC. Y'all didn't want to come play Osceola, a team that we clocked, by the way, because y'all didn't have y'all center. Damn, your guard ain't never got no snaps at center. Your tackle, nobody. You don't got nobody to snap the ball. Okay, I digress.
Hey, man. So look, man. You know what? I don't want to just talk about the problems, Coach. I need a solution, man. So I can kind of, start that journey right now. What's the solution? You kind of talked about, what teams are doing and how they not playing and all that other stuff. What is some of the, a few things or measures that we can take, man, to make sure that that doesn't happen?
The solution is just, and this is my opinion. We all entitled to one. No matter how great of a team, no matter the dynasty, no matter the level of nothing, if you place a set of rules in place, because Clayton always talk about his rules and why the YNC is what it is because of their rules and their guidelines and all that. It have to trickle down from top to bottom, from the powerhouse to the Cinderella story. If a powerhouse go out here and lose, ah, yes, we know can't nobody get in front of that powerhouse because nobody's better. But based on that system and that grading scale, somebody got to eclipse them. If a team is ducking, you got to be penalized for ducking, like you say. It can't be okay. Well, I'm going to penalize. I'm just going to use this for example. I'm going to penalize Duval Jazz for ducking Woj. Oh, but I'm gonna let Lakes duck these three teams because I'm cool with the president or the whoever. No, it don't go like that. That
Mm.
could not politics comes into play. If a team is penalized on whatever grading scale that you have, it has to go down in effect at every level to keep things because nobody can say, oh, well, they was able to do it. No, if you play that game, because if you play that game versus an older team, a May 1st team, whatever, if you lose, that's a risk that you take. No,
Okay, so now I feel like you kind of alluding to the to the voodoo.
nah,
So
nah, but like you say, I mean to cut you off. But the situation with voodoo, that's sticky because who do you can't put nobody in front of them.
right,
Like,
right, right.
but me personally, if I was over the rankings, so it's just me. Voodoo lost last week. Let's say my rankings drop Monday. Voodoo, you got to go to two, maybe three. You got to. Okay. The very next time my rankings drop and Voodoo plays one game and they 40 ball to people again, they back at one. So now you can't say my system is flawed.
But this is where it gets tricky.
They done
The
beat two
guy,
and three.
the guy, what is it? Corey said he was trying to take a shot. See, this is where you stuck. You would never win a game and then get bumped down. So, based on what you said, if you do that and they 40 ball another team, right? That will basically go against what it is that was stated. You feel what I'm saying? So, again,
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's that's why I
I feel
say, bro, you
you
can't.
you, you got to have some strict guidelines because here's the thing, like everything got to goes into play. Your record, who you play, the strength of schedule, if you're ducking teams, if you're sitting on the ranking, all because I know Batman though. And let's just say a Batman lose to whoever. I don't know the level of your teams, all right? And they get dropped to number two and a team jump in front of them and they try to sit on it. Batman is gonna come and knock on your front door. Hey, let me get that fade back, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get so if you dump that fade for Batman because he wouldn't get back to his number one spot, like you can't dump that fade.
And that's what I think
But
is being
that's
done.
the problem, no, right,
That's what
coach?
I think.
Because this is what happens, right? And not necessarily with them, but I'm just saying, just for other people that have different rankings and stuff like that, other teams, it's no precedent being set for teams dropping for not playing games that's up to the standard of where the best should be playing football.
Right, right.
So if that's not happening, then it just makes it difficult for teams, one, to even understand, well, hey, how exactly do I even move up in this shit?
But,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
or how, or it makes it difficult for people to be like, man, we could just show up in July, and some not even show up, and just have our name put into the rankings, and we good. We just play our state for the rest of the year
Right,
until December come.
right.
So it's like, if there's no structure, then it just leads it leaves the door open for a lot of people to complain, where I think is more simpler than what everything is being made out to be. But
I,
it's just no structure, and nobody wants to set the foundation for the structure for some weird reason. I don't know, but it just is what it is.
hey, I I agree. And but see, here's the thing, like you say about the structure, and that's why I say it got to be like a handbook or a rule book with guidelines, and because here's the thing, you can't like you said, you can't come outside in July and August, then after September, after you eat some barbecue on Labor Day, you go back into hiding. Okay. Then at the same time, you can't sit back and say, you know what? I'm gonna sit in the house. I'm gonna stay on the porch until till President's Day or Columbus Day. Now I'm scrambling to get to the rankings. Now I'm gonna go try to pull up on everybody. Then you can't be like, okay, well, because football, you either win or you lost. There's no
Hmm.
more victories. There's no okay. Well, he's outside playing everybody. Yeah, but he 1-9 or he 2-7. Whoop de do. He don't get ranked because he's putting freaking fly miles on these Air Force Ones.
Yeah,
He's
that's a
sorry.
fact though.
He's sorry. Yeah, yeah, he outside traveling, but he's sorry. He 2-7 in national rank games. He don't get ranked for that. And then like I said, you can't get ranked because okay, it's it's November, in the middle of no, I mean middle of October, and you're sitting at number 11. You ain't been outside June, July, August, or September. Now you calling everybody, I'm pulling up. I'm pulling up. Oh, Jonah, he ducking me. Oh, Clayton, he ducking me. Oh, whatever. Fanatic, he ducking me. No, man. People preparing for playoffs or whatever else. You had 5 months to go pull up on these people. You didn't.
Hmm. Hey, I just seen some. Um, he says can't drop them for playing up when they having trouble finding work. And then somebody responded. Let me see.
Oh yeah, he
Damn,
right
did I
about that.
lose it? He says rankings don't matter because some teams gonna duck and not even go to to go to Y and C. He says that's gonna mess the bracket up. He says y'all know that happens every year. So what do hold on, somebody call?
But let me respond to that. Ernest, that the thing about that is this, right? Say if
Call back in.
that's why it's just not, oh, well, it's just we only have 8 teams that's in the rankings. They be having 15 some teams. There's other rankings that be having 20, 25 more teams. So it's like, hey, if one of these teams that we invited, that's a top team that has proven themselves, if they saying they not gonna be a part of this, well, hey, it's time to go ahead and call the next team up. If they not, then the next team up. Then, you know what I'm saying? And it keeps going like that. You know what I'm saying? So regardless or not, I don't think that should be a reason why, that why rankings don't matter. Rankings definitely matter. It's just the way that they're being, um, I would say, administered at this point.
Yeah,
makes it not matter because there's no credence or structure to them. So
and
they
I've been
should
seeing
matter, but
Coach
it's just the
Mike.
structure ain't there.
Yeah, I've been seeing Coach Mike giving his grievances on some of the stuff that he disagreed with. Hey man, share if you can, Coach. Share some of that stuff, man, that you disagree with at this point.
you talking about right? What you mean?
No, I'm saying because like after I think there were some teams that you felt shouldn't be been in there, or um, or
Oh
the
yeah.
placement or whatever.
Like okay, I'm gonna use my age group for example. Okay, my personal opinion, I don't think DMVU should have been in there. Like, yeah, I know it's a business. I know it's political. I know you got to get teams from different regions and areas involved. But when you're saying so when you say the top 15 or the top 10 teams of the country, you
Oh,
have to
I'm
like
still here.
you're that's what you're talking about. Like it's not oh, okay. Well, I got to rank them because they're from the Midwest. No, they're not the top 10. They're not in the top. You can't put them there. So that's really my grief on it. It just kind of get political. They kind of like base it on who teams who
But
go
I
outside.
can't let you do that though, coach, because let's say No Limit, right? They had a good showing for a few games and stuff like that, but they fell off. And it is what it is. And they got put out the mix in our rankings.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I can stand the straightening. I can
Damn, I
stand the
think I just
straightening.
got a call.
I can stand the straightening. They did have a good showing at first preseason. I
Can
can
you hear
stand the
me?
straightening. You're right.
Yeah,
Okay, I would have agreed if you would have said somebody, and maybe I'm just ignorant to it, but the Osceola Cowboys, I don't know what the hell Osceola has done.
And I'm in agreement with you right there. Um,
Like I seen DMVU No Limit come out and play some good guy. Like I've visually seen them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what Osceola done. Like to be real with you. So
because yeah, I mean I agree because like I say we clocked them. Um, they lost to OG Ducks, the Legacy, whatever they call. They lost to them at YNC, and then they ain't really played nobody until they play Woj in a couple weeks, I think. But I agree with you on that.
that's
mm,
that's all I'm saying.
Now
But
it's a team. Now I'm gonna tell you who kind of got who's been taking a little slack and kind of getting punished. Bessemer,
can you?
and I'm gonna say Bessemer because yeah, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. For you snap, before you go off, let me speak. Okay, yes, they lost the rare. Who hasn't lost the rare? Okay, so we all can say that rare is almost kind of acting like voodoo right now. Nobody, everybody lost the rare. They lost the rare. Okay, boom. They got shaky and they lost to who? What it was? Dallas Elite.
Yeah.
Okay, they lost to Dallas Elite, and then they lost to who else? Who's the other team that beat them?
RDE.
RDE. Okay, so but look at the teams that they did beat.
yes, Ty.
They beat some quality. They beat Dog Pound,
Hmm.
who's ranked higher than them. Dog Pound ranked at 4, and outside of Dallas Elite outside of Dallas Elite at YNC preseason, who else have Dog Pound defeated besides
Hmm.
DMVU? When it was kind of on the spiraling out of control.
Hmm. No, I mean I get that. I this is where Bessemer they had some tough knocks, and it was just the teams that they played against with the rankings that they were at. Like I don't even think RDE was ranked when they lost to them, or they may have been 7 and they was 2 or something. I'm just trying to refer back to our rankings, but I don't think RDE was even ranked when they played them. Came out, lost that one. Then lost to Dallas Elite. Dallas Elite got some good wins now, but early on to that point, it was like, damn, Dallas Elite kind of got some bad, well, not bad losses, but they just had some losses.
But
But I think they kind of getting back to where they need to be. I don't think they're a top 5 team at 10U.
Yeah, but here's the thing: Dallas Elite has lost the same amount of games as Bessemer don't lost.
Well, they did beat Bessemer though.
Yeah, they beat Bessemer. So what I'm okay, I agree. So what I'm saying is, so if you had Dallas Elite at 5, Bessemer can't be too far off of them if Dallas Elite is at 5.
Nah, they like a 7-ish, 6s. Yeah, you in the right realm for sure. We wouldn't even debate that.
Hey, Coach Lou said we wasn't ranked when we beat Bessemer. We wasn't ranked
Yeah,
when we lost to Duval.
that's what I figured. I'm like I couldn't remember, but I don't
Hey,
think that was ranked when
hey,
that happened.
so how did Lou, how y'all got ranked? Because y'all lost to us first, and y'all beat Bessemer. Oh,
That's
because
when
y'all
they got
beat.
They
ranked.
beat
Oh,
Bessemer.
oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
But
But
hey, man, I ain't got too much more because like we got to be on later on tonight. So and then I gotta fix some stuff for my son. So
all
I'm
right.
gonna definitely
I'm about
tap
to go.
in.
I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna go to this practice.
easy, that's the bet. That's a bet.
All right.
All right. Hey, y'all hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate